Cursed gummy bear. Newborn kangaroos only measure about 2 centimeters in length. Forbidden gummy bear. No? It's not the kind of fruit gusher I want to eat, because that's not fruit. That's just unground hamburger. I don't like that. It's gross. It's like a nugget. Real talk, I always find it hilarious that, like, other mammals, you know, because they're in a fight for survival. They don't have a lot of time to spend inside the womb, so they gotta develop outside the body a little bit. So, like, you know, joeys, for example, they hop in their mother's pouch and, you know, gestate a little bit further. Others come out, you know, fully formed and everything. But humans are the weird option where we spend 9 months in there, come out half-baked, and then gotta spend the next 2 years figuring out, okay, how do I poop and not cry? Frankly, I think I'd rather sit inside a pouch for a little bit longer. Hello everybody and welcome to Kalbus. My name is Lumo, contemplating the consequences of being unborn, and this is Cursed Comments, a subreddit dedicated entirely to comments that are just, they make you think humanity deserves to be wiped off the face of the earth. Let's just be real about it. And let's just jump right into it. I don't care where this bus is going, but I want on the meat factory. Hey man, look, I always find cultures that eat dogs to be really weird because domesticated dogs are naturally super friendly. But I'm sure that when our ancestors, you know, domesticated dogs, I'm sure meat was probably half of the reason. I just always find it interesting that we are willing to eat companions based off of how, you know, bad the situation might get. Cause, you know, in extreme poverty, yeah, I'll eat a dog. Like, if I need the food, I'm eating the dog. Otherwise, the dog is gonna eat me. Friendship lasts as long as our lives do, you know what I mean? But, yeah, no, I just always find it interesting because it's not a life-threatening situation. It's just a culture that didn't, you know, evolve to really have dogs in as high regard as we do. I just find that super interesting. It's fun to think about, but it's not fun to think about because meat dogs aren't treated well. Make sure that them doggos have a good home if you're planning on killing them. I know that's kind of a weird conditional here, but come on, we got free-range cows, we can get free-range doggos. Like, if we're gonna be bad and eat the dog, at least be kind to the dog. Thank you. This was a weird comment. Don't eat dogs. Please don't touch the dog, sir. Get your own food, John. Hey, well, this is weirdly topical. I mean, I guess a bear isn't sentient, so I guess it's okay if the bear eats the dog, but I would prefer it doesn't. They're probably homies, like, genuinely they probably have a good bond with one another, which is okay. I like when bears and dogs are friends, because then they solve crimes together. That's not a reference to anything. I'm stringing along words and hoping that it makes something that you do a ha-ha laugh at. I think it's time I admit it. I wasn't the one who played on my account in the Technoblade duel. I'm incredibly sorry. It was actually my little sister. That explains it. I've never once failed to crush a small child's hopes before. She cried. I hope you're happy. Tell her to get good. That's not a cursed comment, that's hilarious! I have never watched Dream's content. I've been told it's amazing. Like, apparently that Manhunt series that he did was something akin to the Second Coming of Christ based off of how I see people talking about it. Which I think it's neat. I always love when a creator's content kind of like transcends its own audience and it just becomes such a big thing that even people outside the audience hear about it like, you know, naturally. Like, I only found out about it because it was trending on Twitter. And I only knew who Dream was because of Kalbus. Like, I don't know, I think that's super cool. It's like when, Wayne's Radio did Half-Life but the AI is self-aware. That transcended his audience, and I just thought it was super cool. I had no idea who he was, but suddenly YouTube is trying to tell me to watch, you know, Dr. Kuma, insulting a flustered scientist. Like, and I just find that super cool and interesting. First day of primary school. Last day of high school. Didn't realize Harry transferred to an American school? I love how after Harry Potter, Daniel Radcliffe sought out to reinvent himself and just became the cocaine actor. He takes on all the roles that are just like homeless crack addict, horse fricker, naked bareback rider, gun slipper man. Like, you know what I mean? He's just taking like a bunch of roles that are very distinctly un-Harry Potter, and I really appreciate that. Otherwise he gets typecast. Or he could have just been like, you know, Rupert, the guy who played Ron, who just got an ice cream truck and is just doing nothing now. He just owns an ice cream truck. That was the goal from the start. Or you could be like J.K. Rowling and just completely ruin yourself on social media. Deadly Soviet drill restoration. Next video. Restoring the Soviet Union. Does anyone else find it funny that we have people nowadays who are just like, communism can work, when like literally every example of communism has failed? except for the CCP, who is universally maligned because they back North Korea, which is the only reason North Korea hasn't collapsed. And because they are literally just like hamstringing the rest of the world and they're not stopping them. Like, that's the thing. Communism fails eventually without fail because absolute power corrupts absolutely. Like, that's why it keeps failing and everyone's like, no, it'll be fine and I'll be a poet in the new society. Like, no, you won't. You're gonna be gulag fodder, you idiot. You've proven yourself to be a dissonant to whatever's in power. You get to go to the gulag once your work is done. Like, I don't know, I just always find it funny. It's like people wearing Che Guevara shirts when Che Guevara's was highly against the commercialization of revolutions. And also hated capitalism, which is what these shirts are a byproduct of. You see what I'm saying? It's a weird vicious circle. Everything comes back to money and power eventually. I'm looking forward to the level with Anakin and the younglings. I love how the new Star Wars Rey is like, this weapon has a horrible past. But then she's just wielding the frickin' Youngling Slayer 9000. Like... Come on. If you're gonna start reading the bad juju off of weapons, then you have to be at least a little bit cognizant of the, like, 20 screaming children in yours. But then again, this just goes on new Star Wars as being just being bad. But then again, the old Star Wars weren't exactly super good to begin with either. So, I mean, like, where are we at here? Where are we at? And since I've insulted Star Wars, tell me in the comments below how you want to sodomize and murder me. Because that's how internet discourse works. A man spent 12 years in a coma, says he heard everything, including his mother saying, I hope you die. I hear that without being in a coma. That's just depressing. You know, we all rolled the dice when we got plucked from the void to be put inside of our meat prisons. But I got really lucky. You know, most parents would have thrown their kids out by now if they were such a failure to launch, but I'm still trying, so they haven't thrown me out, which I appreciate. I can't imagine what it would be like to have parents who aren't my parents, but then again, I got lucky. You know, I've lived a pretty blessed life, all things considered. Yeah, my luck's been a little bit bad on the getting started part, but my luck's been good in a lot of other ways, you know, and I'm thankful for that. Find the things in life to be grateful for, I guess, is what I'm saying. Even if your parents are bad poo-poo ass butts, I'm sure there's something that you can cling on to give yourself a faint flicker of hope while you work to get out of there. Anyway, next post. Local pizza place threw out their leftover dough in a garbage bin and it started growing. Previously on The Walking Dead. Oh my god, I have bad opinions about Star Wars. I have even worse opinions about Walking Dead. Like, the first season was fun, but I don't know, I got kind of bored of, like, that series is a cycle, and it's not even, like, cleverly disguised or saying anything about society. It's literally just like, we have shown up to a new place. Oh no, we've been out for too long, we can't reintegrate into society. A villain's attacked because we hurt them while in the wilderness. We must leave this place and go back into the wilderness with the Zombonis. Next arc. Oh, we have found a new place to live. Oh no, we have been out in the wilderness for too long. Oh no. You see what I'm saying? Like, that entire series is the same plot points on repeat without fail every single time. It's not innovative at this point. It was innovative for the first 2 seasons. Now it's just pedantic and repeating itself. Tagging and blood tests for Bison. Just to give you an idea of how big they are, this male weighs around 3,000 pounds. Holy crap! How big is the bison then? That's a solid redirection and subversion of tropes. I appreciate that. I approve of that. That's very good. Biolacey, that's very good. 10 out of 10, good job. That is very good. The pun master works. God, though, I've never stopped to consider how big bison are, but I'm amazed that homie's just chilling there, like not even giving a crap while this man attaches what appears to be a gas pump to suck the blood out. Dude, that thing's so big, that's terrifying. I can't believe this is where we get buffalo sauce from. How do we extract it? Cursed paper cut. Y'all skip arm day? Can't relate. One paper cut and he dead. That's terrifying. Even Arnold didn't have arm veins that big, and the Schwarzenegger's massive. That's gotta be varicose veins. I can't think of anything else that would be causing that. This man is, like, he's buff, but he's not, like, absurdly jacked. Oh, is this gonna be me? Oh god, varicose veins runs in my family. Oh no. Oh, what am I doing by bodybuilding? Catch me outside looking like a bike pump inflated my veins. Someone who doesn't watch Gravity Falls. Explain this picture. Time to collect that inheritance. You don't even need Bill Cipher to stir chaos. You just You just gotta choke out Grandpa, and the entire plot settles itself. You know, actually thinking about it, the entire plot would settle itself if, you know, if they never went on to that whole, like, portal thing. Because if that never happened, the dimensional rift never would have happened because Bill couldn't find somebody like Ford again. You know what I'm saying? Like, this would have been a clean solution. I mean, yeah, Ford would be stuck in the space between worlds, but simultaneously, Bill Cipher would never come to power again. You know what? Maybe we should have just killed the con man. Maybe we should have just done that. Shiba Inu gets stuck in bush, pretends everything is okay. What are you doing, Step Doge? Okay, I didn't want to talk about this on Kalbus. Who the hell am I kidding? Of course I wanted to talk about this on Kalbus. What is with the sudden influx of this kind of, I'm just going to call it entertainment. You know what I'm talking about if you know what I'm talking about, but why is it always like step sibling and like stepmother and like stepfather? What is this? Why is this so common? What is the point of this? When did this become the American fetish? When? How long has it been going for? I feel like it just came out of nowhere. It used to just be like generic stuff, but now we have to have it taboo. Otherwise it doesn't get trending on certain hubs. Like why? Why has this suddenly become so popular? I need answers. 18-inch giant shrimp-like creature pulled from Florida waters. Call me shrimp dick in the house, bitch. Okay, first of all, what? Okay, no, I'm following that link. I need more information. I hope my virus protection saves this. Shout.lt/dpbh. 404 not found? That article is dead. What? The article's just vanished. And it brought me to like a Texas news site. I want to know more about the giant 18-inch shrimp. No one in the comments has anything about the shrimp. Is this how Forrest Gump made his millions? I need to know. It is called a deep sea isopod. Oh wait, no, it's a mantis shrimp? Oh my god, mantis shrimps can get up to 12 to 18 inches. Oh, I can't believe they caught a mantis shrimp and lived. Those things can kill. Time to eat it and gain its mystical multiple color seeing powers. They about to go raid Troy. Pretty sure her name is Rebecca. Dude, the physique on like all of these dudes, like, you know, guy up front staring at Rebecca, he's definitely like putting on an act. Honestly, big fan of his man titties. But can we appreciate the two dudes in the back looking like those two Japanese, I'm going to call them wrestlers that people keep using in shit posts. Honestly, absolute power move. You can genuinely see that man's ability to kill you with like the snap of his wrist. 10 out of 10. I'm not gay, but $20 is $20 if you look like that. And that's all the time we have here today on Kalbus. If you liked this, make sure to subscribe and leave a like, and maybe share this with a friend who could use a good curse in their life. If you want more r/cursedcomments, will be more popping up in just a couple of seconds. But until then, my name has been Lumo, and I hope to see you in the very next video. Have a lovely day.